I teach in Certificate 1 to 4 Visual Arts and Certificate 3 in Arts Administration. In terms of the visual arts world, the creative industries, there's certain guidelines and fundamentals that need to learn along the way. So those are the ones that we are actually impending students and guiding them towards understanding and realizing what is needed in the visual arts world. We work through the guidelines in terms of what meets competency for students. Working with remote students, the competency level or competency range varies so much. I am the mediator to come in and liaise with them in terms of what the real world needs. The most important thing I think in assessment is contextualizing your assessments to suit the cohort of students. A lot of times the assessment is not written, not like how you would do in a classroom. There is not so much of a table or a chair to sit on, but mostly out verbally, orally, or in real events. Real events such as if there is a community function. We get students to hang up the artworks, curate the artworks, make sure that they understand, the foreground, the depth of the artwork, what suits the environment, what artwork actually particularly fits into that environment. They would run through the steps by telling me what the item is, what the material or the tools is, and said, I do this, then I do that, then I make sure this stays. The assessment here is observation. I know that I can see that they're doing it right, but they're not verbalizing the way that what is required in perhaps the real industry, but they are doing it. So in a way, reasonable adjustment is needed in this context. So skill sets qualification is the way to go, particularly working with remote community students. Skill set is pretty much like project-based. So recently, actually back in 2013, there was an art exhibition in Perth. It's called the Reveal Show. But before you could participate, we have to try to convince them that the students are viable in the industry. So students produced the work, took some photos, which they learned how to take the photos, submitted in for evaluation. They got picked and went out to Perth. They did a little market stall. Now, we're talking about not just talking to one-to-one person in the community art center. You have thousands of people in this open space. There is no time to be shy. People will be asking questions. You have to be able to tell your story. You have to be able to record your customers' details. You have to be able to do transaction. Now these real events suits them and fits them. So that is why sometimes we do, a role playing in the community arts center to actually prep them up to understanding that this is what will happen. Be prepared that this is what you have to do, and I will be assessing you. By the time they get into the job, they forget that they're being assessed because they know that they have to do the job, and that kicks in because it's a mode of survival. Someone wants to buy your artwork. Are you prepared to sell your artwork? Yes, I am prepared. And those are the assessments that we are looking for.